Hey everyone, Irish Guy here. I wanted to take a moment to talk about penny stocks and why does everyone feel that penny stocks are sketchy? You know, if you've got a traditional brick and mortar broker, maybe you go in, maybe you're wanting to add some new stocks to your retirement account. You go in there and you're like, oh, and I've got this one, it's OTC. And their eyes kind of light up. It's like you said something bad. Well, the reason being is that it's not that the stocks themselves are sketchy. It's all of the things that surround that stock that tend to give the majority of OTC stocks, penny stocks, a bad reputation. Now there are some stocks that are traded within the OTC markets that are highly reputable companies, and they may be several dollars a share. There may be a reputable company that's a few pennies. There may be a reputable company that's sub-penny, that's just not discovered yet. But for the most part, penny stocks have that sketchy vibe associated with them because of everything that happens. And just a few examples: you've got pump and dumps. You've got these groups of traders that'll get in. They'll find a stock, probably a stock with good share structure. They'll get in. They'll get involved with that. They'll start pumping the forums. They'll send out, maybe they're an organization that has a newsletter. They'll send out a newsletter just trying to raise buying interest in a company that may or may not even do what they're claiming that it does do. So they're getting all of these, they're hoping to, and most of the time they do, they get all these people to buy in, and as soon as those people buy in, they exit their positions because they were in before the pump began, and they're running off, laughing to the bank with all these profits, and your average Trader Joe or Trader Jane who doesn't know a lot about stocks, they were like, oh man, this stock was $0.015 and I just bought $10,000 of it, and then that stock they bought at $0.015 is now like 0009, and they don't know what happened. So that's one reason that penny stocks have a negative stereotype associated with them. Some other reasons can be management. A lot of times penny stocks, the management is not necessarily out for the best interest of its shareholders. A lot of times they're releasing official press releases. A lot of those press releases are legitimate. If you read them, everything is just like it is, exactly like it reads. But the thing is, with these press releases, you've got to read them really carefully because there's a lot of statements that can be included within those press releases that legally make that press release valid, but it's just a bunch of like maybe and should and forward-looking statements that we plan to do this, we hope to do that, it's expected by the end of this quarter, expected, just words like that. All of that lingo, it gives them an out. So when these events don't materialize, they never lied. It was non-committal type statements, but it was in a PR, press release, that the company spent, I don't know what a PR cost. I think it's a few $1,000s to put one out. So they did that out. Maybe they put it out. Maybe they attracted a lot of buys as a result of that, and then they just keep this cycle going of these pumps. The management of the companies themselves do that, and they profit from it. Shareholders don't get any value. That's another reason that penny stocks have this sketchy vibe associated with them. So aside from that, what else makes a penny stock sketchy? We've already talked about the company management. We've talked about the people in forums. We've talked about and another thing I'd like to write, it doesn't just have to be a press release. Some of these companies will go as far as to put together websites and build up paint this false picture that something grand is about to happen, and it never does. So that's for every, and I don't have anything to back this statement I'm about to make, but for every one penny stock that is run in an ethical fashion, I would say probably 10, 20, maybe 30 or more penny stocks have things directly linked to them that are not ethical. Ethical just being that if you're a company, you want to do things right. And I consider anything unethical to be, the gray area. It's like these forward-looking statements. Companies that Continue to put that kind of stuff out. I mean, sure, nobody can predict the future, but don't publish something with the intent to mislead. I consider that extremely unethical. This is why penny stocks, for the most part, are frowned upon by these large financial institutions, and those people don't want to put your retirement money there because they know they've seen like I said, for every one OTC stock that does well, they've seen probably a few hundred of them do poorly, and they don't want to subject their clients to that risk because it in turn reflects negatively upon them and their performance as a broker. But with all of this being said, it's not a reason to stray away from penny stocks. If you're an individual investor and you're willing to do your own due diligence and you're willing to lose every penny of that speculative money that you put into it, it's a great game to play. But be prepared to lose every penny of whatever's put into it. And don't get cocky, because when you get one play that goes up a few %,000, don't think that if you put more money in the next one, you're going to make more that much or more the next time. It doesn't work that way. Most of the time you're going to lose. But it's a fun game. And feel free to check out all my other stock market videos. I got a playlist link within the video description. And I'll plan to post some new videos very soon as well. I'm going to start posting a lot more stock stuff. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good one.